So this is the igloo I'm going to show you how to today. There you go. It's exactly the same igloo, but just done in a different style. Okay, these are the plans. Okay, they're all letters and numbers. The D stands for dome, and the T stands for tunnel. We'll start on D1 at the bottom. Okay, this is D1. We need 6. Well, basically, let's show you. This is D1. We need 16 of these. Okay, and it's 258 millimeters wide and 186 millimeters high. Okay, what I've done is drawn it on a A4 paper. Okay, what you need to do is get A4 paper, draw on exactly the same on A4 paper, and then stick the same, photocopy it 16 times, maybe a few more for luck. Okay, and glue on the template onto cardboard. Make sure it's at least 1 millimeter thick, good strong cardboard. Okay, a good demonstration on how to do this. If you go to YouTube, type in that's one of my other videos. Excellent demonstration on how to turn a template into a block. But we're not making a block, we're actually making a panel. But the same principle is there. Okay, now I'm moving on to D2, which is the second one going up. Now, D2 is 258 millimeters wide, same as the D1, and it's 186 high, same as the D1, but at the top it's 252. And the reason it is because the angle, which is approximately 89 degrees, it goes up, so it's not an actual rectangle. Okay, now if you look at this measurement here, 258 millimeters, 252 millimeters, it's exactly a 6 mil difference. So what we do is do a box and then measure it on the parallel line, measure 3 mil, and that'll give you the shape. Okay. Right, moving on. This is yeah, you wanted 16 of D2. All of them you need 16. Okay, that's a D3. Okay, that's 252 millimeters wide, 186 millimeters high, but 216 millimeters at the top. Okay, that should come up with something like this. Okay, moving on. This is the D4. Okay, that's there. It's getting there, getting more in the middle now. Go for the D4. Right, measurements. 216 at the bottom, 186 millimeters high, and 168 millimeters at the top. Okay, that should give you a shape there. I don't know if you can see it. Right, moving on. This is a D5. It's 168 meters at the bottom. 168 millimeters at the bottom. 186 millimeters high, and the top bit is 105 millimeters. So that should give you a shape like that. You can see the shape. Okay. This is getting close to the top now. This is the D6. Okay, that's 105 millimeters at the bottom, 186 millimeters high. It always is, and 33 millimeters at the top. Okay, now the top is interesting. Basically, there's only one of these. It's a 16-sided shape, and between the sides there, it's 180 mil both ways. Okay, and on the edges, it's 35.5 millimeters on each side. Okay, Right, how to do that. If you're struggling to do that shape, right, here we go. We draw a circle, 92mm radius, which will give 184mm diameter. Draw it with a compass. Draw a line in the middle of the circle. That's just where the hole went through the paper on the compass. And using a protractor, mark out 22.5 degrees. There's the maths. Okay, an excellent demonstration on how to do this. If you go on Igloo Blocks Part 1, how to build. At the end, it gives an excellent demonstration on exactly how to make a shape out of a circle. Okay, we're going to start on the tunnel now. It's the T1s, the ones at the bottom. And yeah, we do the T2s as well. So do these two there. Right, now I've drawn these plans on A4 paper. These templates. Okay. Right, they need drawing. I've scaled it down 2:1. Okay, so the half size. What they need drawing on A3 paper. All drawing out on there, and then use that as a template. But we need 4 though. So you need to draw it out on A4 paper and copy it 4 times. That'll be your template, right? But basically, anyway, first one, yeah, it's 258mm. It's basically rectangles. And it's a middle rectangle, 258mm by 186mm high. Oops, upside down there. Okay, and what it has is these side bits which are 44. It's a straight line bottom. 44mm there, straight there. Yeah, and it's the same again inside. 44mm, 2 parallel lines there. Relatively easy. Right, next one is Igloo. Is the T2, and same thing. Draw it out on A3 paper 4 times, and here's the measurements. But it's basically the rectangle in the middle is the same, 258 by 186. Right down there. But this, there's a straight at the bottom, 44mm. That's the same as the T1, but this detail is different. What it is 67.5 degrees angle at each side. Okay, that measurement's there is 167. Okay, I'll quick go around that. So get everything clear. Okay, now that does the bottom 2. Now I'm going to concentrate on the T3. I'm going to do the T3 and the T6 because they're very similar. The only thing, the T6 is longer. So we're going to do that one. Okay, I'll do the T3 first. Okay, it's still the rectangle in the middle, 258 by 186 high. But these two are different. The 67 degrees there. Yeah, still 44mm between the parallel lines. Okay, and that's 186. Sorry, yes, 186mm, but that makes that 149. It's exactly the same left side as well. Okay, I think we've got them. Now the T6 is longer. It's 300mm longer. It's still a rectangle in the middle. It's still 186 high. It's just got that extra length. It's the same detail as a T3. 186.449. There you go. Both sides. Yep, I think everyone's got that. Okay, now this is the most complicated one. Okay, what it is, it's still 258mm on the bottom, and it has the same details on this side as a T3 and a T6. Okay, but this is 300mm long at the top. Okay, and this detail is different as well. Go for it. So 48mm on the slope, 70 degrees in the corner, 45 degrees where they're parallel lines, but actually they're not parallel lines. but there's 45mm approximately between them two lines, and it goes down to 43mm between the lines, but it's 48. Yes. Okay, and that top angle is 65 degrees. So the best way to approach this is to draw out this shape here where it slopes off. Remember that the top and the bottom are parallel lines. This one's a little longer, and draw that out and do the angles. Draw the angles in. 48mm line and a 48mm line there, and then do dot the dot there. Okay, now the T5 is actually a mirror image to T4. Okay, I'll go through it. 258mm at the top, 300mm at the bottom. Same detail as a T3 and a T6. Okay, there's the measurements there. But you basically, it's got the length there. Same approach as exactly the same approach as doing a T4. But do the main shape first. And draw in the angle. Measure 48mm there, 48mm there, and then at that point there, and that point there, drawing up the dots. Okay, right. Okay, when you've done it all, obviously the flaps go inside. Okay, it all needs to be glued together, the dome, and to hold the flaps, I'd use paper clips, anything that tape it. Wire glue sets. Obviously, glue it. I've seen, I've sewn some together while it's been the glue is setted. Okay, we do the dome and the tunnel, and when the tunnel should stand on its own. Okay, and once you got all them done and assembled, basically put the tunnel against the dome and go inside the tunnel and cut out, make sure it's symmetrical obviously, and cut out inside. That'll give you the entrance into the dome. Okay, it's been a brilliant igloo to build, this one was, and everything worked out spot on. And I'm sure if you do it to the measurements exact, I'm sure everything will work out for you as well. Okay, all I can say is good luck.